All over the world, we see very conclusive evidence that ancient people were in contact with extraterrestrial life. The Japanese said that their civilization was given to them by a people they called the Dogu, who came from what they described as Anemono Torebune, which translates as bird boat universe, meaning flying boats from the universe.
The ancient Sanskrit writings of India have elaborate descriptions of vimanas, or flying craft. These texts are thousands of years old. They predate any conception that we have of spacecraft or aircraft.
But evidence is not just found in ancient texts. It is also captured in our ancestors' art, as if it was plainly obvious that ET vehicles appeared in ancient skies. It is a foregone conclusion by most broad-minded people that we are not alone in this universe. The question is, how close are they?
And we all looked up at once. It was almost like an intelligence told us, hey, look over here, we're here.
I saw 3 red lights in a triangle almost directly overhead.
I saw these things and I ran inside and got my brothers and sisters.
It actually lifted up and it could actually turn.
I'm gonna ask you to look away. I love my hands, but
I wasn't one who believed that UFOs might exist. I was satisfied they exist.
the life I have isn't what I'd seen.
They estimated 100 yards from the left wing was this 100-foot disc.
A lot of the astronauts are told to keep it quiet, and they're good Americans too. They develop the film from the moon, everything that's done by NASA.
Ma che se ne saranno ancora degli altri superiori.
There's so much evidence out there that even if less than 1% is true, that would be enough to collapse the current paradigm and change the whole planet.
This is our signature tones that we broadcast over a small walkie-talkie. They were recorded in the crop circle. What happens is the extraterrestrials, they come into the area where we vector them in with the signature tones that we broadcast. Then it enables them to home in and get a real good fix on where the site is while we're setting up.
The whole concepts of the crossing point of light, the physics of consciousness and interstellar communication, all were developed on a kind of a vision quest we did here in 95 or 96.
Astronomer J. Allen Hynek developed a scale to identify the types of human ET encounters. From his original 3 categories, a 4th, more controversial, has been added, CE4. Even more controversial, Stephen Greer added a 5th kind of encounter, CE5. Human-initiated contact. So, how is this done? Given Schrodinger's idea that the number of all minds in the universe is 1, In order to make this type of contact, a human could potentially access that single inner consciousness through intense meditation and then visualize his location down through the Milky Way to the planet Earth, to wherever he sits under the stars. In theory, then, any extraterrestrial passing by would be able to hear the broadcast and know exactly where to go, if they choose to do so.
It's interesting how many people have never been out in a place like this where they can see the whole Milky Way galaxy. Most people who come for a week, it alters their life.
There's meditation techniques, there's remote viewing techniques, and once you start learning these processes and refining them, then you can make contact more quickly, more easily, and be more of an asset to the group.
Checking to be sure that there's no source from anyone else, so that when we do start having electromagnetic signals through this, we know that it's a legitimate source.
My name's Emery Smith. I've been with CSETI for approximately 3 years. Getting the baseline reading from us. My duties consist of a couple things. I am Dr. Kreer's head security detail. I also am their photographer. I operate anywhere from 2 to 6 cameras at one time.
Yeah, that's our craft. It goes over the mountains in this direction.
Many of the craft that are coming in are transdimensional, and the way I understand it, not visible to the human eye. And that's where this new technology, the night vision, that's where that's coming into play in.
With the advent of new technology that's out there, it becomes easier and easier for us to capture these beings and these celestial objects on film.
After you do the night vision, it has that green hue, of course. And after a while, when you get back to real life, you're thinking, why isn't everything green? This can't be reality.
I want to show an early one from Gulf Breeze from 1992. We went down there, and one of the fun things that happened is that I had about 40, 50 people. Let's go out on the beach. And we didn't have good cameras then, but you'll get the feeling of how exciting it was, have all these people, and 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4 ET craft materialize right in the sky.
There it goes, 1, 2, 3. And look, there's 4. There's 4. There's 4.
We have a confirmed CE5.
Holy damn hot shit. Dog. Thank you. All right.
So the point, the point is, it's fun. It's your responsibility to go into meditation, find a little bit of time, 10, 15 minutes, and remote view who's up there and how many.
I can attest to the fact that real phenomenon happens here. I really feel that his CE5 protocols are based on a spiritual kind of positive contact, and I think that that is an excellent model for any kind of communication, whether it be on Earth, in the United Nations or wherever, but in this particular field it's with cosmic cultures.
And we use consciousness, meditation, visualization, remote viewing, certain tones, and we do it in a group when we can, or even as individuals.
It's just been this series of unbelievable events that are amplified by our meditation. It enforces this communication between us and the ETs, and it's so interactive.
I could feel everything, I could hear all the sounds just right there.
Perfect.
And then this being the little larval one comes up, and we had this hug, and I shared the joy, and I'm like just thanking it for this experience. And let's do what we can to feel as if it would feel that this is perfectly normal and natural.
Oh, sure.
And that, this is...
Relax and get in that flow consciousness, exactly.
So I was jarred by our group getting like tripped out and in that kind of
Like I was startled by some of the ways that our group was being, and I was going, and then there was moments where I was like, wow, I can only imagine how a visitor might feel.
The ETs pick up on your intentions, and if you're really out there just to learn and really want to communicate with these extraterrestrials, well, it's going to happen.
Avahanam Narayanam Padma Bhavam Vashishtam Shaktim Chatat Putra Parasharam Cha Yasam Shukam Golda Panam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Matashashisham.
And we ask these extraterrestrial civilizations to join us as they begin to learn of us, to help us, and to understand us, even as we endeavor to understand them and welcome them here to this beautiful planet.
Oh my God, another beautiful, stunning, absolutely stunning. Not an aircraft. Here comes a military plane very quick. Yeah, there's a very fast military. Okay, they're gonna go. Oh. It turned right to it. Yeah.
Literally, my heart literally sunk when the jet you know, got to where the craft had to phase out. Yeah. And like to feel all that love build, and then to feel that jet coming in, and it was like on a heart level, my heart literally sunk when the jet crossed the path where it had to take off.
So in the camera, that's what you got. You got like this light traveling, and you can see it's not like a satellite where it's got like a path. It's got like a, you know, like a movement. Yeah, and then it's gone.